So do you know how many of you in this class?
Tak pasti.
Not sure. Not sure. So I refer to the Telegram group because I think all of the invited participants in the Telegram group, of course, those who will enroll the subject. If otherwise, they will leave the group, right? So 79 of you. Let's stick with the 79. Okay. So before we proceed with our session today, our class, our lecture, our sharing, let us start doa first. Al-Fatihah, doa pengarah hati, so that we can understand, and that so that you can understand what I'm going to share with you today. Okay. Okay. Since we are in our first class, I think it's better for me. It is necessary for me to even though I know you are mature student, you are in final year, right? You are all mature student and adult. I mean, a final year student. But I want to remind you, in our first class. After this, I want to remind you about the role, which is I'm very concerned. I mean, yeah, very concerned regarding your attendance. Okay, because I follow the rule. You cannot sit more than 10 or 20%, something like that. Of course, yeah, you can't skip class just like that. So you have to plan. You have to plan, and then you need to have a proof when you are sick, and you have some matters like an appointment with doctors, and any matters. Just show me the proofs. So I hope we come into agreement, which is you understand. You need to participate in each class. It's important for you as it is a requirement needed to sit for exam, right? So after this, I won't address attendance issue anymore because I already addressed it in our first class. I already remind you regarding the attendance, the importance of the attendance, why it is important, because it is one of the requirements to sit for exam, right? And in fact, for online learning, lagilah, you don't, you, I mean, yeah, why you need to have an excuses, why you didn't find a solutions other than excuses, because you can just turn on the video and then listen to the lecture, right? And in fact, most of you didn't didn't show your face. I don't know what happened at the back, right? But it's okay. It's okay as long as you are here. I hope I hope you understand and then you pay attention in class. Itu sahaja rule saya dalam kelas ini, which is please participate, please be in class. Uh, 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 by following your timetable lah. At that time, we only meet we only meet only 3 hours in a week, right? So that is only the medium we have to do. Other than that, it is by using Telegram. So what are the other medium you need? You can see me. You can have face-to-face conversation with me. This is only the medium. So use it. Use it properly. Use it. Gunakan sebaiknya. Right? Ini lepas saya tak bakal beritahu dah tentang attendance. I will take action. Okay. I hope you treat yourself as an adult. So I will treat you like an adult. That's it, right? Kalau dah macam budak-budak, so the action macam budak-budak lah. So I senang bagi tahu pada awal. Even though I know most of you in this class are really matured student, final year student, I don't think you are going to do that kind of actions, right? Like PM me tepi and then say that I'm not here because I'm not in the class because of this, because of that, right? Right? Find a solutions because everybody has problems. If I ask you, 79 students in this class, everyone has their own problems. But why you are here today? Because you already overcome all the problems. That's why you are here today. Okay? So find a solutions rather than excuses. Right? Sebelum you bagi tahu what are your excuses, right? Okay. Itu sahaja tentang role. So what else? What else? So let's take a look to your course information. Okay, so for this class, right? Oh, I didn't change my name here. It's okay because I already mentioned you. I introduced myself in Telegram. Okay, so this course, of course, this course is like an introduction, right, to several aspects of marketing. You are going to be exposed with the marketing mix elements, the 4 piece, I think a traditional one, even though we have an extended marketing mix, 7 piece, right? Traditional marketing mix and extended marketing mix. But for principles, we focus only on the traditional mix, which is the 4 piece in promotional mix. And of course, you are going to look into the segmentation, positioning, targeting, how to do market planning and promotion. You are going to understand the process, how to analyze, plan, implement, and how to control the I mean the marketing activities, right? I think there's a typo here and there. I don't know whether it is because of the Excel, but it's okay. I will edit it to you. Okay, this is the CLO, course learning outcome, right? Like I said earlier, I will share to you, I will introduce to you to the marketing mix, the behavior of a business buyer, and from the marketing scenario, and then how these elements of marketing mix can be demonstrated. And we are going to see also how to integrate strategies in marketing which are appropriate with a particular situation or problems, right? Of course, by looking into the customers' problems, right? It's a it's so I mean it's too obvious for a marketer. Mungkin you accounting students kan you macam, oh my god, what is this, right? What is this, right? But I think you are also a customer, right? Every day you buy a product or purchase a product or get a service, right? So why you think it is difficult to learn a marketing subject? Because everybody buy a product and services every day, right? So when you learn, I mean, when you're in a marketing class, when you are in principles of marketing and selling, principles of marketing and selling class, put yourself into a position of customers, right? And of course, as a marketer, because you need to understand customer needs and wants, right? You need to understand your customers, right? Okay, what else? This is all the course content. I'm not going to go into details to the content course outline because we are going to I mean yeah, to look into the contents throughout the semester. Each of we are going to cover every single things in the video outlines and subtopics, right? From introductions until to the activities and strategies and marketing. Okay, so this is the assessment, your assessments, continuous assessment. You are going to have a video presentation, individual assignment, and also group assignment. Marks, the assessments marks are 10, 30, and 20. No, don't worry, because I will give this, I will give to you this Excel. I will upload it in a clip. You can download it from a clip after this class, okay? And then you are going to sit for exam, okay? 40 marks. 40 marks only for final exam. So bolehlah dapat A kan?
InsyaAllah.
Okay, do you have any questions? Ada apa-apa soalan tak? Before we move to another
Apa doktor?
sharing. Ya?
Aku.
Kalau malu tu boleh type je. Malu, tak perlu malu sebenarnya. Dalam
doktor.
belajar ni tak boleh malu.
Beli buku apa doktor?
Beli buku apa? Lepas ni buku.
Okay. Boleh.
Because I want you to subscribe to my lab actually. Because in my lab there's a slide, there's a study plan, and so the publisher, I mean the officer of my lab will give some brief to you. I set an appointment with them after this class, but they're still not confirmed whether she is available at 2:40 today. But it's okay if she's not available, then we proceed with our lecture. Okay. Other than textbook, what else you want? What else you want to know? After this, you can't ask questions. No, you still can ask questions.
Doktor nak tanya.
What else you want to know for the first class?
Doktor,
Yeah,
kelip dah boleh enroll ke?
Ya?
Kelip.
Ya? What happened to
Kelip dah boleh enroll ke?
doubling error? What is it?
Kelip.
Uh-huh.
Dah boleh enroll ke untuk subjek doktor?
Boleh.
Okay.
After this class, you can download the course information and the rest lah. All the materials from a clip. What else? Tak ada dah nak tahu apa-apa?
Nak tanya, apa ni dalam satu group berapa orang untuk presentation dengan group assignment?
Ya. Okay, nasib baik Hazimah tanya. Kalau tak, I takkan bagi tahu lah. Sampai habis semestanya. So, for assignments, okay, so this is a guideline for individual assignment. 30%, right? 30% is for individual assignment. Mami dia kasih lepas ni. Sorry guys, work from home macam tu lah. Okay, so for individual assignment, objective to demonstrate the elements of marketing mix in a marketing environment. Questions, please select any community business in your area. Okay, and then you need to arrange a meeting with the community business owner. Based on your meeting, you need to prepare a report that will address the following. Yeah, just answer the questions in the guidelines given to you. 1 until 9. Okay. And then format of the individual reports. Ada letak kat sini. This is the rubric for individual assignment. What you need to report for individual assignment. Right, you must have a cover page, table of content, introduction, main content, conclusion, attachment when you perform the project. It consists of 60 marks, but I will convert it to 30%. Ada soalan untuk individual assignment? Ini pun I will upload it in a clip. Take a look after the class. After this class, you take a look. If you understand, then you can ask. If you want to ask today, hari ni juga, masa ni juga, then you can ask. Is it clear?
Madam, bisnes ni bisnes sendiri boleh ke?
What are you doing? Is it a community business? Community business is business, any businesses that give impact to the community.
Okay. Terima
Kan?
kasih.
It give back to the community. Apa-apa saja business. They are doing CSR, they are doing activities like giving back to the community, like a social business, right? Helping the community. I mean,
Doktor nak tanya lagi. Apa ni dia punya ni kena buat report je ke ataupun nak kena record video untuk interview apa semua tu?
no, you have to report it. A written report.
Oh,
You
only
have
that
to
lah.
send a in a written report. But in your attachment, you need to attach activities picture
Okay.
while performing the project with the organization, right? If you interview the owner, then you must have a picture with the owner. If you went to the premise, then you need to attach your picture visit the premise. Any evidence that in showing that you are doing or performing the activities. Okay. So for group assignment, objective of group assignment, need to integrate marketing strategies which appropriate with the particular situation or problems. For group assignment, the project is a continuation from individual project. From the individual project, so you need to choose one community business project which derive from individual project. So again, you have to address the following questions. I mean the following requirements: business name, location of business, product, service, customers, or competitors. And based on the above information, your group required to report what you are learning to enhance the marketing strategies of community business. Okay, so step one, you need to form a team and select an organization. Tadi siapa tanya tentang team, right? So you boleh pilih dah. No fewer than 4 and no more 6 students in one team. Okay, then select a community organization, student in the team. You can recommend any organization that you like, you prefer to work from experienced individual project. Yang you dah buat individual project tadi tu, you pilih satu yang mana daripada 5 orang tu, right? 4 and 6 student tu, you dah pilih mana satu yang you nak fokus, yang you ada pengalaman, you tahu yang mana lebih mudah untuk dapatkan access information, dan have a lot of information, the owner dia lebih mudah untuk you berinteraksi dan dapatkan information sebagainya, right? So choose one for that one of the individual project, right? That you want to represent for a group project. Then what you need to do, next what you need to do is to develop marketing strategies. Arrange a meeting with the team and organization and then discuss an overview of the organization, right? You need to provide an outline of the organization, I mean the history background of the organization mission and vision, what are the current product or services, how these product and services are delivered or distributed, their distribution channel, and how the organization differ from similar organization that provide similar product or services. So now you are looking to their competitors, right? Dia punya pesaing dia. And then you need to explain what kind of promotional activities the organization normally engage in, what their purposes. And what are the promotional activities? Based on your interview, you dah dapat, some view, right? Apa yang dia punya promotional activities. And in fact, you pun boleh get the information from social media, the websites, and any information lah yang you boleh dapatkan daripada any mediums about the organizations, dan you boleh lihat tentang dia punya promotional activities. And then you need to attach samples of any currently used brochure or flyers from the organization. What are the campaigns? What are the common keywords they are doing? What are the CSR? What are the any brochure or flyers that represents the company or what are they doing? What are the marketing strategies or what they are doing? Okay. And then for task B, you need to explain the organization's marketing objectives based on information from the initial meeting with the organization. What you need to do is you need to explain specific marketing objectives with the organization as the expects to achieve, especially in the face of pandemics. Examples of some areas in which organization may set marketing objectives, including expanding existing services to a new geographic area, or developing and offering a new service to existing clients, or maybe improvising the services and so on. Okay, after you complete task B, you need to present progress work on your project. So this report will allow you to receive feedback from me so that I can facilitate success with the final work completed. So the report can be delivered via Telegram, right, to obtain 3 marks out of 20 marks. Okay, selepas you dah buat semua ni, nanti you perlu hantar dalam Telegram tu, so I can give you feedback there supaya you boleh improvise your report. Okay, your work lah. You can add up, adding or delete or improvise your work. Kasi, after you receive feedback from me on your progress project, you can propose your own new service offering and your own new delivery mechanism. What are new service offerings you think the organization can offer and how they are going to deliver, right? And I need only one new service offer, satu sahaja, untuk dimasukkan dalam marketing strategy. This new offer must include recommendation for implementation. What are the strategies appropriate to face with the new norm of COVID-19? Task D, you need to develop promotional goals. You can refer, for guidelines, you can refer topic advertising, personal selling, sales promotion, and PR in module. Okay. What else? Assume you are from marketing department, even though you are not a marketer, you are an accountant. This is a challenge to you, right? That require to create promotional content video duration 2-3 minutes only. Di 2 minit saja sekurang-kurangnya untuk bercakap tentang new promotion yang you buat untuk increase the awareness with customer about new service offering in the organizations. And of course, marks will be given if the content can be related with COVID-19. And for video presentation, 10 marks will be given after you post the video in social media to show success with the video presentation project. This video will allow you to get at least 10 marks based on elements of creativity, clarity of product or services, and interpretation. Okay, So this is the marketing strategies that you need to submit, right? Type of content, organizational descriptions, and so on. You need also to attach your evidence, right? This is the grading of group projects. Okay, read it by yourself. I don't want a free rider. If some of your friends didn't show their, participants, they didn't show the commitments, give me a proof so that we can, you have a right untuk kick your member from the group if he or she didn't perform. So he or she may continue the project individually if the group fire him or her. Then and of course he or she will receive a further grade reduced by 50%, and he or she will losing the presentation points because he or she is not allowed to present the project to the class because it's a group project. Okay, so please commit and participate in group assignment, right? So this is the rubric for group assignment, 30 marks for the written report and 10 marks for video presentation. Any question? Ada apa-apa soalan ke terkejut, terkedu? Mungkin je macam saya, kan? Saya pening kan petang ni kan. So it's okay. Nanti you go through. Nanti you go through again. Take a look again to the assignment. If you didn't understand, then you can just drop your you can ask to clarify. Wow, submission weights 30 hari bulan 10 boleh? Eh, 30 hari bulan 10 pula.
Ya Allah,
30
30.
November, sorry. 30
Kejut
November.
kita.
4 hari. Sungguh kejam di situ. 30 November. November 30. Boleh, 30. Bukan 13, 30. Nanti I letak deadline, due date tu dekat deadlines tu. Assignment deadlines. Community business, any business yang you lihat yang give back to community. Like a social business. Google nanti, search community business, social entrepreneurship, ataupun any business at your area yang you nampak memang dibagi balik kepada community in terms of BSSR, in terms of supplying items, right? You nampak ada makcik ni jual, contoh lah, bagi contoh yang paling mudah. You nampak makcik ni dia jual kek. Okay, tapi kek pisang contoh. Pisang tu dia ambil dari petani. Petani kan, orang susah ni from a community yang memang petani yang tanam pisang tu dan dia dapatkan and then dia buat kek pisang dia jual. Right?
Kalau kedai
And then
hardware
dia
boleh
pada
tak?
masa sama juga makcik ni mungkin buat buy one free one. Give back to community in terms of CSR and so on. Who's speaking right now?
Ya saya, kalau kedai hardware boleh ke?
Any kind of service as long as you nampak dia ada community base. Dia ada nampak asas dia give back to the community. Right?
Doktor, saya nak tanya.
Mhm.
Kalau kita pernah buat interview dengan sebuah company ni, tapi dah lama dah. Lepas tu kita nak guna data dia boleh tak? Untuk projek kali ni.
Adakah dia tu community business?
Ha.
What kind of business the company do?
Um, restoran.
Restaurant. So what they are doing? Why you say it's a community business?
Contoh dia beli ikan daripada nelayan-nelayan yang susah dan juga dia ambil supply, ambil daripada kebun-kebun di kawasan kampung seperti sayur dan sebagainya.
Okay, good. Boleh? Boleh. Tapi again, walaupun you ada data tu, but some of the questions maybe masih tak menjawab kan. So you may need to add up. I mean you need to interview the person again. Right?
Kalau saya dah ada semua gambar tu, cuma kalau yang soalan-soalan yang saya tak dapat jawab tu, saya just WhatsApp je boleh ke?
What is the proof?
Saya dah ada gambar.
A picture. I need a picture. If you can provide a picture, then go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, Doktor.
It's up to you, right? Sebab dia macam ni je. When you do your assignment, as long as it's fulfill all the requirements, then I allow you. Right? Itu adalah maybe your luck ke, you dapat company yang senang you nak berurusan ataupun you dah dan sebagainya. That's why you need to search well. I mean, you study well. I mean, do your research. Tengok yang mana yang paling mudah untuk you dekati yang you can get every single information from the owner. Sebab from the information is important. Because you need to analyze the information. If you get only 10% of information, then you are going to analyze it 10%. Right? I'm doing a consultation. That's why I said to SMEs, if you give information to me 50% only, so what I analyze is 50%, and solutions or recommendations, suggestions I give to you back is only 50%. Right? So it's very important for you untuk dapatkan information from the owner. That's why it's not enough if you only just do some Google, look to their websites, tengok social media dia, look to the brochure, observe, it's not enough. That's why you need to interview that person. And in fact, during the interview, masa itulah what you call it, that's why I give a marks in terms of how good you are in getting the information, because bila you tanya tu lah, you akan dapat information. If the questions ataupun cara you tanya is not in a proper way ataupun tak begitu tepat, so jawapannya akan jadi tak begitu tepat lah. But again, we don't know whether the owner dia faham tapi mungkin dia tak nak share. Right? Itu tak apalah, terpulang lah. Right? Tapi what you need to understand is if you get more information, right, that it's easy for you to do analysis and give a solutions. Sebab kita tak boleh nak bagi ideas, suggestions if we get only, sikit sangat information. Yes, you can do it. It's not easy. Susah. Because dia akan jadi assumption. I assume this, I assume that. It's not good. Video promotion, both. If you talk in Malay, then you need to put a subtitle. If you talk in English, then put a subtitle so everybody will understand. Mak Saleh or Mek Saleh boleh faham. To be fair, for video promotion. Either one. Yang mana you comfortable. English or bahasa. But please put a subtitle. If you speak in English, then put a subtitle in bahasa. If you speak in bahasa and then put a subtitle in English. Okay? Ada lagi? Tak ada dah
Madam,
Ya.
does we need to record the interview session?
Record.
Yeah, the interview session.
It's up to you.
Oh, okay.
It's up to you. But I just need a proof of activities. Right? Of any activities that you're doing with the owner, with the business community.
Right, thank you, Madam.
It's a written attachment. I mean, record bagus lah sebab you boleh tengok balik and then you can get information from it.
Madam,
Ya.
nak tanya, kalau company tu dia tolak siap-siap zakat, adakah itu dikira company yang community business?
What do you mean by that?
Mean that before the
What
company
is the relationship between zakat and community business?
I'm not really sure about that.
Ada masalah ke if they're doing a community business, dia paying zakat? Ada masalah ke? Tak masalah kan? The main idea is they are doing a community business.
Okay. Okay, kalau company tu dia bertujuan untuk bina tahfiz untuk anak yatim, adakah ia dikira company yang menjalankan community business?
Macam mana? Dia buat bisnes untuk anak yatim.
Dia buat bisnes dan dia
What are the business the company do?
the company doing a business of producing food product, and then the main purpose of doing that is to build tahfiz for anak yatim.
What is the purpose of set up tahfiz?
The purpose of what? Sorry, madam.
What are the purpose of the focus on tahfiz? I mean the setup of tahfiz place. That's the thing you need to figure out.
Oh, okay.
Right? That's the thing you need to figure out. What are the purpose of they buat food processing and they get a profit, right? And then from the profit, the portion of the profit, they give back to the community. Betul lah yang dia buat tahfiz tu, tapi I nak tahu what are the purpose of tahfiz tu. Sebab tengok balik, right? Tahfiz tu siapa? Siapa yang ada kat tahfiz tu? Right? Ada anak yatim ke? Right? Orphan. And then ada orang miskin ke? Nasnaf. The needy one. Right? Tengok balik.
Alright. Thank
Boleh
you.
lah tu. They give back to community. Saya tanya you jam ni. Nak tengok how confident you are when you answer my question. Dia tak betul salah tau. How well you address the issue. I mean you address the business.
Okay.
Madam, untuk yang
Nadia,
30 hari
title
bulan
business
tu,
word. Ya, Nadia.
untuk penghantaran 30 hari bulan 11 tu, maksudnya hantar for both individual and group assignment ke?
No, individual only. You hantar individual dulu and then for group nanti ada satu masa lagi. Tak adalah sekaligus.
Alright, thank you madam.
Or you want to submit both.
I think Most of us prefer to send the individual assignment first.
I pun faham you all. Right? So at least we have time. Right? Lepas you buat tu, you have the time. Of course, along the way, you dah boleh fikir like for group assignment. Tapi at least you have a time of 2 weeks or for a couple weeks untuk you siapkan group report balik kembali right? Okay. What else? Alia cakap business wedding planner tu business communicator. That's why I said what they are doing. How could you say that business wedding planner is a business community? Right, tengok balik. Sekarang ni you muka blur tak nampak kan kalau I bagi tahu banyak pun tak baca. Sebab tu I cakap business yang give back to the community, yang doing CSR, yang ada terlibat dalam social business and so on, social entrepreneurship, right? Word yang I guna ni, you Google, you search, you fahamkan. Come on, you register student, kan tak boleh bagi semua kan. You need to find by yourself. Tapi dah dapat dah kan? The picture, tadi kawan you cakap ada restoran yang dibuka tapi didapatkan the material, supplier dia tu siapa? Fisherman. Fisherman ni kita tahulah susah lah kan. Bukan yang buku besar ni dia dapat ni, mesti kecil-kecil ni. So bila you dapatkan, restaurants dapatkan directly fish supply supplier tu directly from the fish tu directly from fisherman without middleman. So duit upah tu akan dapat terus pada fisherman without middleman. Right? So dia tolong kat situ. Tolonglah B40 fisherman, right? Low income yang fisherman ni yang susah ni, right? Supplier. So bila dia buat business, dia run the business, the restaurant tu. And of course, if the restaurant still open, still survive, they will help the fishermen, right? To get get income for the living, for their livings, right? They bantu community tu. Like my student did now, social entrepreneurship, which is my student design, promote and sell tudung. But it's not just tudung, like I said to them, like they said to the customer, because the tudung, ni tudung ni scarf yang dijual itu adalah 100% sewed by B40 single mother to get extra income. No, Fazlina tanya, is rural center a business? I don't understand. Rural center, center kampung. Pedalaman. Ini yang you kena tengok lah. Apa aktiviti dia, apa bisnes dia tu kan. Kalau just macam di rural center ni, buat apa? I pun tak nampak. Right? You kena tengok balik what they're doing. Is it a business? Center rural center ni yang startup by government, is it a business? Ataupun just a center? It's for free.
Anda macam dipanggil penceramah ataupun cikgu-cikgu ke anda conduct kelas memasak dan bagi ilmu pemasaran macam tu?
Is it a business owned by a owner?
Tak pasti lah sebab time saya kerja situ ada macam 2 orang yang uruskan bisnes tu.
Then you need to figure out siapa yang owner of the business, right? Tu betul lah tu. Kalau dia give back to the community, dia buat tuition dan sebagainya to the community. Tapi who's own the business, right? You jangan tersilap juga pula dengan what we call it organizations yang tak buat business they focus on donation. They gather donations and then they give back to community. They are doing charity. Itu berbeza. Business yang I masukkan ni adalah they're doing a business, activity of business, they're doing business activities and give back to the community. They're doing business, right? NGO, they are not doing business. They get a donation from you and then give back to the community like a charity.
Okay, Doktor.
Itu ada beza dia. Non-profit organisation, right? Like a non-profit organisation, but you are doing business. Not a non-profit, not a profit-oriented, social-oriented. And of course, you're doing business. The company is doing business.
Okay, thank you, Doktor.
Okay. Okay, community business. What do you mean by no, Azfar, Sheikh? Madam, for group assignment, can we group A mix up with group B student? You have 2 groups, in this class. Let me think first. Group A, group B. Why Kavi? You have your BFF in group B or group A? Or you gaduh ke Kavi? Priya? What should I call you? Kavi or Priya? We need to send hard copy or soft copy. Hard copy or soft copy? What do you think, Ain? You want to send me by soft copy or hard copy? Priya, okay. Okay, boleh lah group A, group B. Boleh lah, Priya. It's hard for me to say no lah to you guys. Unless you're doing something illegal, okay? I nak hard copy or soft copy? We can negotiate today.
Soft copy, Doktor.
Then,
Soft copy, Doktor.
then,
Soft
Uh,
copy.
Soft copy.
you guys,
Soft
you
copy.
always ask the questions like you only know the answer. I mean, you want that, and I mean you know what I mean? You need to answer it back. Okay, marah pula. Ajak suruh tanya, lepas tu kena marah tak marah. Right? Cuba you jawab balik soalan dia tu kan. Okay. Thank you Nurin for the answer and for the question. At least everybody, I know everybody want a soft copy. Tak payahlah nak post kat saya. Takut ada tercicir kat tengah jalan nanti. Okay. What else? Okay, that's all I think. I want to proceed with the lecture for chapter 1, but pegawai yang my lab tu dah ready. Dia ready dekat at 3 PM, pukul 3. So, I hope you boleh dengar briefing tentang my lab ni dulu, buku ni apa, dan you tanyalah soalan pada dia apa semua. Right? I hope you can subscribe to my lab ni. You can get slides there, everything was in the my lab tu. Nanti you tanyalah, right? I pun nak cakap banyak pun I pun tak berapa. So I bring person in charge tu dan dia akan brief you at 3 PM. Okay? Nanti sebelum 3 pukul 3 ni nanti dia masuk.
Doktor.
Yes.
Nak tanya. Nanti kita nak send tu personal message ataupun letak dalam Google Drive.
No, dekat ni, you punya Eclipse. Nanti saya akan buat update kat situ. Yang
Okay.
written semua dekat Eclipse.
Terima kasih doktor.
Okay. Dia tunggu Puan ni masuk nanti. Dia akan brief tentang my lab. So you tanyalah soalan pada dia. Apa-apa yang you tak faham tentang my lab. Hi, Mr. Chai.
Hi, doctor. Hi.
Hi.
Sorry,
How are
we
you?
have to do it at 3 o'clock. Yeah, just now Kina
It's
was
okay.
ada inform
You are just in time.
2:45, but I just ended another one, so yeah lah.
So the session is yours.
Can, thank you, doctor. Okay, let me start by sharing the screen. Okay, student, can see my screen? Are you guys able to see my screen? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, can. Right. So let me share some information in the chat box to begin with. Okay, over here, let me enlarge the chat box. Okay, so in there itself, I've shared 3 different information lah. So the first part itself is the ordering form. So for students who want to buy, how to order, I'll explain to you guys later on. What's the information needed? What's the process? Okay, next is the course key. So you will need this during the registration part. Okay, after you have gotten your access code in your email, okay, you want to register, you need this course key. Right, so the last part here itself is the my colleague Skina's phone number. Okay, so in case later on you have anything that you want to clarify after this session, you can't remember how to register, or later on during middle of the semester, towards the end of the semester, you got problem with your account, it can't load, any problem like this, just look for my colleague Kina. Okay, we will be here to help you guys throughout the semester. Right, so let us begin. So here, the link in the first part here, Google Form order link, it will bring you to this page. Okay, so in this form itself, right, what are the information stated here? Okay, so this is for the Kotler MyLab. MyLab is the name of the platform. Okay, I'll show you guys in live version later on how to go in, where to look for the information. Okay, so this is for Kotler Principle of Marketing. Right, so the MyLab code comes with ebook. Okay, 65 ringgit, valid for 1 year. Okay, so inside the platform itself, it also comes with the ebook. Right, so our company bank details is here. So if you want to do the transfer, you can send straight to this account. Right, so once you have submitted, it will take a few days for us to process and email you the access code. Okay, so what are the information we need? First, your email. So I fill in you fill in your email address. Okay, so select your lecturers. Okay, next, the name, your mobile number, and this detail down here. Your name, mobile number here itself, in case we can't get you via the email. Okay, in case there's any issue, the email bounce back, we'll get in touch with you through mobile phone, okay, through WhatsApp to reconfirm your detail. Okay, last part here, bank account holder's name. So what to fill, this one? Okay, in this case itself, you use your own bank account to do the transfer, right? So you just fill in your own name. If you use your friends or your siblings or even your parents' account to do the transfer, you just fill in their name here. And the last part is just to attach the receipt. Okay, so your bank-in slip itself, attach it here and click submit. Then we will process at our end. Right, so this is for the ordering part. Next, we look at the registration part. Okay, so where to register the account? Right, so this is the website. Let me share the link with you guys. So this is the website. Here, mlm.pearson.com. Paste. Okay, so this is the website. Okay, whether you're signing in or you're registering for the account, we come to the same website. Okay, so first time itself, when you're here, click on register under student. Okay, you register a student account. Even if you previously have a MyLab account, so for instance, if last semester you have a MyLab account for another subject, no problem, you come to the same website, click on student. Okay, so both the website can go to the same page. So even if you put www.pearsonmylabandmastering.com, it will still bring you to the same page. Okay, so click register as student. It will ask you for 3 things. Okay, so do you have your email ready? Do you have your course ID ready? Do you have your access code ready? Okay, for email, you use your university email address. Course ID, we have shared in the chat box. Access code, you will receive in your email after the generation is done. So once they process, your code is complete, we will email to you. So once you have all these 3 information, click OK, register now. Okay, so in this box here, the first thing they will ask you is for the course ID. So paste the course ID here, click on Go. Right, paste the course ID and you click Go. It will bring you to the next page. So over here, for students who previously have a MyLab account, you just put in your existing username and password, click sign in. So for students who are new to this website, we click on create account. Okay, click on create. It will ask you for some information. Okay, they need you to fill in your email, right, username, password, and your first name, last name. Okay, so email, you use your university email address. Username, you can use your email address if you have a username that you commonly use for other accounts, your Instagram, your Facebook account. You can also use that. Just remember that whenever you log into MyLab, you have to sign in using your username, not the email address. Okay, you sign in using your username. Next, you set your password. Okay, so for password itself, there are some requirements to fulfill. You need minimum of 8 characters with at least 1 uppercase, lowercase, and number. Okay, don't worry, when you click on this bar itself, it will prompt up a message box on the right hand side. So it will remind you what you need to take note on and check for you. Also, your password cannot be too similar to your username. So for example, if my username is mylab, my password cannot be mylab123 because it's very similar. Okay, once everything is done, you re-enter your password, fill in your first name, your last name. Over here, security questions and answer. This is for the password resetting purpose. So in case you forgot your password, you click on forget password. Okay, these are one of the ways that they verify your account. Okay, no problem. Once these are all done, we select I accept the license agreement and create account. If all the information are correct, no problem. It will bring you to the next page where they ask you, do you have an access code? Okay, otherwise, this is the price that we sell to the public in pound. Okay, so the content is exactly the same, the validity is exactly the same. Okay, so for students in Malaysia, we are providing a student price here. Okay, so 65 ringgit Malaysia. Okay, also same for 1 year access. So wait for your access code, only you come in and register. Right, click access code. Okay, so at the last stage here, this is the final step. So in this stage here, you copy your access code you received from the email, paste it here, click finish. Okay, it will prompt up a loading tab itself. Once that is done, your registration step is completed. Don't copy from the code from the bottom here. When you are in this page itself, you will also see this code there. Okay, so don't copy from here because this is just an example to tell you what to fill in here. All right, so once this is done, click on finish. It will load and your course will be ready to use. Okay, before we move to the next stage, signing in and use. Any question regarding the registration steps? Is there any section that you guys need me to repeat on?
Do you guys have any question to Mr. Chai? You can ask him.
Okay,
Mr.
no
Chai,
question.
Mr. Chai,
Yes.
if they have a problems, I mean regarding the how to subscribe and any problems using my lab, the student can contact Puan Sakina.
Yes, can.
Right? Okay.
That is why we share her phone number in the chat box as well. In case there are any things that they are not sure, what I've explained here, after this class they can't remember, just WhatsApp Kina. From there, Kina will guide them individually on how to do the process.
Okay. Okay, guys, you can contact Puan Sakina after the sessions. If
Okay, let
there's
me
something that
post
you
her
want to
number
ask.
here again. Okay.
Okay, you can continue.
All right, no problem. So let me share her phone number here again. So this is the phone number. So you guys might want to take down this phone number, save it in your phone, because even in the middle of the semester, towards the end of the semester, you have any questions related to this platform, can still come to us. Okay, it's not only the first 2 weeks itself you got problem with the registration. No, even towards middle, the end of semester, any question related to all this, just come straight to us. Okay, next we sign in and look at the content. Again, come to the same website, right? mlm.pearson.com. So this time, because we have created the account earlier, so click on sign in. Okay, so once you are in, you will see your course here lah. So for mine, my course is called a demo course. So let's click in and see what is available down there. Okay, so when you first come in, what you will see is a calendar with a summary of activities within these 2 weeks. Okay, so for these 2 weeks itself, these are the current activities. right? But these are only for this 2 weeks. But if you want to see a clearer picture, okay, if you want to see for the whole semester itself, what are other activities that is given to you, you come to assignment here. You notice the assignment button here on the left. Any homework, any quizzes, any practices given by the lecturer, okay, it will be all summarized together here. Okay, so for example, now I want to look at the video assignment. Just click on it. This message will prompt up. So click, it will launch in a new tab. So for this part, students, you have to make sure that you allow pop-up for the website. Okay, because any content here, whether it's ebook, whether it's assignment, homework, video itself, it will all be launched in a new tab. Okay, so let me launch everything else. So later on, I can explain to you guys straight away. So let me launch the ebook here as well. You notice as I click, all this will be open in a new tab. Okay, so we look at this activity, video activity. So you're supposed to watch the video and answer the question here.
In a world where most companies differentiate themselves.
Okay, so you can watch the video here. All right, next we look at study plan. Okay, so here itself, it summarized for the students what are the places you should focus on currently, what are the topic you should focus on at this point. Okay, this will update based on the assignment that you do. So if there are activities related to topic 1.2 and you can answer the question correctly, no problem, no mistake, the recommended area will update automatically. So they will skip 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. So it might ask you to just do 1.1, 1.5, and 2.1. Right? So here itself, it will update based on two scenarios. Number one, you do the practice and quizzes here, or there are homework here related to the topic. It will also affect the study plan. Okay, so from here, for example, I do quizzes itself. So each activity here, in fact, is a very short 5-10 minute activity. Normally, it's around 5 to 7 questions. Okay, so once you answer this, you can in fact check your answer. So they give you a hint. Okay, why is this not the correct answer? Or if you are not sure, there is an e-text pages here. Click on it, it will also launch the ebook, and it in fact launch the page and tell you to read that particular page. Let me turn off my ebook here so that I can show you. Turn off this ebook. When I click on this, it will launch the page where I'm supposed to read and look for the answer. Okay, so once you're done, you want to check your answer or you want to go to the next question. Okay, it can be done here. So you see, here itself straight away, it brings me to this page. So after reading this part, I should be able to answer the question earlier. Okay, once we are done, we close this. Next, they are quizzes. So if today the homework given to you is a quiz, if you're doing quiz on your own as well, okay, you will notice that the e-text button is not here. The check answer button is also not here. Okay, so you have to complete it first, okay, before they mark and tell you the answer. So I submit quiz. So because I have not completed, they want to confirm with me. Do I want to proceed? Yes. Only then you can review your test, they mark for you, right? So you want to go and look at your exam, your work again. Okay, so you can do so. Right, next, dynamic study module. Okay, so activities here takes a longer time. So generally it takes around 30 minutes for you to complete each activity. Right, so over here itself, we recommend students to come here after you have done your revision. You want to prepare for you want to test your own understanding whether you are familiar with the topic or not. So for example, now chapter 2. Okay, I'm going to test my knowledge here. Click on begin learning. Right, so it will first come out with question here itself. These are all multiple choice. Besides answering, you have to tell the system, are you confident with your answer or not? So the growth matrix define 4 types of SBUs. So what is the answer? So I'm not sure. I think this or this could be the answer. I click on submit. Okay. So here itself, one of the question is correct. Right. So they give me a hint which it should be correct, one of it, but they don't tell you which is the exact answer first. Next, we go to the next one. Here itself, I think market segmentation is the correct answer. So I click on it twice. Then I tell the system, I'm very sure this is the answer, and I submit. Okay, so depending whether you got your answer correct or not, the color here will be different as well. Okay, if I constantly click on I don't know this answer, okay, it will stop me halfway and don't let me progress in the activity already, because they realize that a lot of things I still don't know yet. See, up to around 8 questions, they will stop me from progressing already. What I need to do is learn back all the mistake I did. Okay, so now they provide you with the answer and explanation. Okay, so you don't know, they explain to you again. All right, so once you have done all this activity, in fact, it will generate a report for you. So it will tell you how long have you spent in each chapter, which are the weaker points that you should focus more on. Okay, so it provides you with a summary of your own understanding for this topic. Okay, so we move to the last part, Pearson e-text. So like I mentioned earlier, this platform comes with the ebook as well. Okay, so over here itself, you can look for your ebook. The content is exactly the same as the physical book. Okay, so here, let me show you the full book here. Okay, so this is the textbook. Okay, so from here, how to move around the textbook? You can either go to the next page. Okay, so it's exactly the same as the physical book. All right, if you flip to the next page on the physical book, this is printed on that page itself. Or you want to navigate through this drag. Or the easier way is to go to the table of content. All right, so we look for chapter 1, for example. I want to go to chapter 1. What is marketing? Or I go to chapter 2. Okay, this part. Click on it, immediately it will launch your content over here. Okay, so you can highlight, just left click, drag and let go. We'll ask you what do you want to do with this highlight. I want to highlight it in yellow. I want to add notes to this paragraph. Sample, save. Okay, so all this can be done, right? And it will summarize all for you under this note. Okay, so previously I've highlighted some information on chapter 1. Today itself, I do some highlight and notes on chapter 2. It will all be summarized here. So I want to look back at what I did on chapter 1. Click on it. You will be able to see the page. Okay, and also if you want to export it all out to do revision, okay, you can do so as well. All the highlight that you did, you want to export it out and do your revision. Okay, so for videos that are embedded in the book itself, you can play straight from the ebook as well.
Creating customer value.
So these are some of the information where the conventional physical textbook can't do for the student. So as you do revision, if there are videos related to the topic, okay, you can just watch it straight from here. Okay, also for the e-text, all right, there is a mobile app for you to download the ebook. Okay, whether you're using the Android phone, iOS phone itself, a tablet, your iPad, you can look for this app, and from there you can download the ebook and read offline. So if there's any videos there, okay, you want to do highlight notes itself, it is all available in the app. Okay, you just sign in using the same username and password you created for the MyLab account. Okay, so for all the activities that you do, it will all summarize under the result here. So for example, I did some quizzes here. I did some quizzes in 1.1 as well. I did some warm-up questions. All this will be summarized here. Okay, so how long I spent in those homework, those that I have not submitted, so it shows me incomplete. Okay, what's my score? So all this, it will summarize for you under your result. So only you and yourself and the lecturers can view your performance. Okay, so that is all that I want to show the students here. Is there any questions, students? Anything that you all need me to repeat on or would like to know more? No questions so far, students? Okay, so if there's no question at this stage, so again, later on, if you guys have anything that you're not clear, just get in touch with my colleague Kina lah. Okay, whether you can't remember how to register ke, you after logging in you can't find your ebook. Any questions like this, come straight to us, because even if you go to your lecturer, she will not be able to advise you guys. So technical issue, come straight to us. Okay, can we have the slide if we forget the step? My colleague Kina will send the slide to your lecturer. Then doctor can share it with the students.
Mr. Shai,
Yes, doctor.
I can see the slide PowerPoint slide in my lab. Where can the student
Okay, the slide to the whole guide here itself, let me reshare my screen again. This slide, you're referring to this. Am I sharing my
I
screen?
maybe overlook.
Okay, no problem. This slide itself, Kina will email to you, doctor.
Okay, got it.
Kina will email to you the slide so that after this, when they want to register or they want to look back itself,
So,
they got something to refer to.
what the student my student should do is, if he or she want to subscribe my lab, just fill in the forms, right? Google form.
Correct. This first link here, right
Yeah.
in the first
Okay.
page.
Okay. I think it's clear. Right? If there is any problems, they will contact Kina. If they want to subscribe, then just click the link. Okay.
Can. Yes.
Thank
Okay.
you, Mr. Chai.
No problem. Thank you, doctor, for the
Thank you
arrangement.
very much. Tidur ngantuk dah
Okay,
kot
thank
petang.
you, the students as well, for joining us here. So,
Okay.
all right. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Okay, thank you so much. Bye.
Doktor, mic tutup.
Oh, cakap seorang punya. I hope you can subscribe my lab, 65 ringgit only for for 1 year access. Because you already can see it's not only materials provided in the my lab, but also you can plan your study. You can do revision by your own. And in fact, I can see what are you doing in my lab, how you answer a question, how well you understand. each of topic, right? Okay, so that's all I think for today's class. Do you have any questions? Anything else, I will inform you in your Telegram. That's the guidelines. Okay. After this, you can download your course information, assignment guidelines, and also PowerPoint one. Chapter 1, before you subscribe subscribe my lab, I give you chapter 1 via Eclipse so that you can study after this class. Next week we are going to focus on chapter 1. I mean, we are going to, I'll do a lecture on chapter 1. Okay? I rasa semua dah macam lembik dah ke apa. Okay, buka Eclipse, tengok you punya assignment and then go through assignment. You boleh dah cari company, boleh bincang among you after this class, and then you can download also chapter 1. Read it, and next week we are